If you're trying to conceive a baby, there's a lot of bad information. It gets very confusing. Well, one company is looking to change that. And joining us today are the co-founders of Natalist, practicing OB-GYN Dr. Nazaneen Homaifar and Chief Scientific Officer Dr. Elizabeth Kane. Welcome. So, Liz, tell us, what's the goal of Natalist?
So the goal of Natalist is to really guide people on their path to have a child. And Natalist does this by offering education-based conception essentials. And when we founded Natalist, we really looked into it and found that only 1 in 6 women will go for what's called a preconception visit. And this is a visit where you would go meet with your doctor before trying to conceive and look for any roadblocks that might happen on the way and really just find out, hey, how do I actually go about getting pregnant? And, you know, most people don't even know that they need to go for this visit. So there's this information gap out there right now that Natalist is trying to bridge by working with doctors like Dr. Naz and scientists like myself.
I see patients all the time who are trying to get pregnant, and we have to acknowledge this is a major milestone when you finally decide that you want to start trying to get pregnant. There's a lot of information out there, and people are going to the internet trying to get more information. We each, Dr. Liz, Hallie Tecco, our other co-founder, myself, we each had our own path to becoming mothers that had its own bumps, and we realized in the process that we really want to help improve this journey for others.
And I think as a young woman, I spent a lot of time and effort trying to figure out how not to get pregnant.
Yes.
But when many of us sort of enter that phase of life where they're looking, where we're looking to conceive and we're ready for that baby, there's a huge gap in information. And I'm a physician, and there were a lot of misconceptions, and I didn't necessarily have all the background that you guys are offering.
And that's where the preconception visit comes in, because at that visit, your provider will do a complete physical exam. They'll talk about your family history, your personal history. They'll try to make sure that you're going to be as healthy as possible before you conceive. They will try to see if there are any things that may come up during your pregnancy. So like speaking to you and your significant other and looking for a potential reason that might make them say, oh, do you want to do some genetic screening, or just any of those things, identifying any of those potential issues before you're actually pregnant. That's always going to be an ideal situation.
We're going to take advantage of your expertise today. Today we're going to play a game of myth or reality, the OB-GYN edition. Are you ready?
You're so ready.
Nita, you have an unfair advantage.
I do.
I
have a bit of an unfair
You're probably
advantage.
going to be pretty good at this.
I
right?
better be.
All right, how it's going to work. We're going to state a claim, the audience will vote, and then Dr. Naz and Dr. Liz are going to set the record straight. So first up, putting your legs up after sex improves your chances of conceiving. Audience, get out your tablets, and we want to hear what you think about putting those legs up in the air. Press yes if you think this is reality, or no if you think it's a myth.
I like the visual, right? Your legs up in the air.
But I think Kim Kardashian posted about this, right? Wasn't this a big thing on social media?
All right, did we vote? All right, the results are in. 40% say yes and 60% say no. So the majority thinks that it's a myth. So Dr. Naz, we're going to let you take this one. What's the correct answer?
The correct answer is that this is a myth. Well done, audience. So while putting your legs up in the air is a great restorative yoga pose to stretch with.
Leave it at that.
Or it could be fun, whatever.
It could be fun. It's not going to help you get pregnant faster. And while we're at it, let's talk about the fact that there's no sex position that will help you get pregnant faster. I tell my patients that 80% of couples will get pregnant within 6 months of trying. That's a lot of sex that you have to have sometimes, and it's not always fun. And sometimes it gets a little redundant. So get creative, do what you want to do. As long as you're having vaginal intercourse, you're having the right kind of sex.
All right.
All right.
Sounds good to me.